The recording is on. I hope in all the rooms so that members of our huge community project would be able to watch the recording of our today's webinar presentation. Welcome to our EvoScent presentation. I see people in the chat already leaving their messages. Tell us how you are. Maybe you've just come from work. Maybe you've just woken up. How was your day? I know that a lot of people are watching us from across the world, and I'm very happy that we are an international company. All of our webinars, our presentations, all of our trainings that we conduct for our community are translated into 12 languages. Can you imagine? Good evening. Yes, for someone it's evening. For someone, I'm sure it's still daylight. Somewhere I know it's morning. And I try to be present in several rooms to see how different people react. You know, I remember my experience when by the way, can we go to the next slide, please? I remember when we organized one of the events called Eventy. It's our flagship event held annually to commemorate the anniversary of Evorich, and this event was organized in India, and there were like 20,000 people, and you come on stage and you have like 20,000 people watching you, but you don't see them. You do not really see their faces. You don't really know how they react to your words, your jokes. Whereas during webinars, we are capable of interacting. I can see what you think about by reading the chat, and I can see your reaction. So welcome to today's presentation, EvoScent presentation. This is our third session and more to come. And we are going not only to make presentations of the product, but also of the EvoScent business as well. Please give me 1 in the chat if this is your first time. And give me a 7 if it's your second, third time. And I will know whether you're newcomers or not. I see we have 7s in the Russian chat and have 1s as well. Okay, good. So I can see the Spanish chat as well. Great. Now I see. Look here, most of our people have already attended previous presentations. And welcome again to you. The project is developing. There will be more and more news to come. We are preparing lots of new things. There will be quite a lot of variety. And let me introduce myself to those who don't know me or see me for the first time. My name is Zhukova Galina. I'm the head of Evorich's corporate webinar department. I'm a local leadership council representative in Spain. My team and I, we prepare content for webinars, presentations, meetings. We help prepare for our speakers and project managers the training materials. We have ambassadors council. We have strategic department members who not only manage products, for the sake, manage projects for the sake of the implementation of the projects, but also for the entire community. Because thanks to the newly implemented technology and products, it might help us improve our life, and I like doing what I am doing with my team, because when you create content, when you participate in the organization of this content, you have the entire information of everything. And it's really cool, because in our life, in our time, a rich person, another person with lots of money, but with lots of information. And as I said, I'm a representative of the local leadership council in Spain. I work on the development of my own business. Also, I'm a coordinator for Spain. I work with Spanish speaking partners, and I'm grateful to all those who help us develop our project in Spanish speaking countries like Spain and Latin America. And the project was born in Russia, but then it spread across the entire world in 160 countries plus. And I hope that very soon the entire world will be using our company's products. Let's go to the next slide, please. And here I would like to talk to you about our product. But before I start, if you are here for the second time, let's shake up a little bit people who haven't yet attended our presentations. Call them, write them, and tell them that today we have a EvoScent presentation. In our investment portfolio, we have lots of different projects, and most of those projects are technological projects. We have applications, we have payment platform, we have exchange, we have venture projects of the future, whereas EvoScent is one of the tangible projects which you can see, touch, and smell, because the smell is a very important part of our lives. And I'm sure many of us remember the smell of our house when we were children, or the cooking of our mother or grandmother. And those smells, they revive in our memory things that have been hidden. And that's why smells are kind of memory joggers, memory activators, because smells have certain names. When we smell something, there is we attach a name to it, an association to it right away. And there is a scientific term to it, Proust phenomenon. And it came from a book. And Marcel, I think he was his name, he Proust phenomenon. And that person, he dipped biscuits into the tea and remembered his childhood. So this the Proust phenomenon is the sudden involuntary evocation of a memory and all the related sensory and emotional expressions. And sometimes smells can be associated with specific, names and even actions. And smells help us remember things that we thought we forgotten, and things that we did back in the day, in the past. For example, our first love, or the first time we do something. we can all remember it thanks to smells. And on the slide, you can see 8 very interesting fragrances. And of course, currently you cannot touch them, but very soon you will, and will be able to smell them. And we're going to talk about those fragrances. And when Sergio Mateo will talk about those fragrances, hopefully he will be able to bring real smells in your senses, and every partner of Evorich community will be able to receive this box of 8 samples for free by registering on the website. And today we are going to talk about our products, what we have done so far. Jose Manuel will tell you a few words about our roadmap, the visualization of our future, what our plans are, and maybe he will lift the veil of what you're going to see at our event in Dubai, Event 2021. All who will come to the event will receive a box of samples for free. So guys, if you haven't yet purchased the event ticket, please do so, because this is the 7th year anniversary of our company. And there will be lots of different gifts, surprises, and insights. And also today we are going to meet Ramon Bejar, very interesting person. He's an artist of the future, I think, because, we talk a lot about future. And as I say, smells is one of the key components of our future past. And when we created EvoScent, we wanted to show you the future and many interesting things that you can use developing this project with us, what kind of benefits you can get. Ramon has very extensive experience in this industry. And those of you who already did your research must have come across Ramon's name and see how experienced he is. First, we will have Jose Manuel, then Sergio Mateo, and then Ramon Bejar himself. Jose Manuel is an active participant of the development of Evorich project. He's also a leader of Evorich in Spain, a representative of the Ambassadors Council, top manager in the affiliate program of Evorich, my beloved husband. And I'm very glad that we can build this business together, because, there are many families that live together, but they live like neighbors, because one goes to one work, the other goes to another work, and when they come home, they have nothing to talk about, because one says, what am I going to tell her? She doesn't know the situation, he doesn't know those people. And this is what she thinks about too. And I like our business, because here we can work as a family. And many of you, I'm sure, know that this is the company where entire families work. Fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, brothers and sisters. They work together, they travel together, they change the lives of other people. And I think it's very cool. And it's very cool that I can build this business together with my husband. So Jose Manuel, I would like to invite you to the stage and share with us the visualization of how you see the development of this project, because you are the project manager of this project and actively developing it. I can see that you work day and night, and this is something. So I think you're the best to tell the story. Jose Manuel, you have the floor. Hello, everyone. Please tell me if you can see me. Yes, now I can see myself. Let's see what we have in the chat. How are you, my beloved Evorich community? You know, it's happy days for us, I think. And let's see who is the most active here. I know that we have people who will eventually become ambassadors, who will be advocating this project. And this is our goal. Yes, I can see your feedback in the chat. Thank you very much. And let's see who is the first comer in at this webinar. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're here for the first time, and give me a 5 if you already attended our presentation, similar presentation, because we ran several of them. In the Spanish room, I can see both 1s and 5s. Someone put 50 and 55. I guess it means that you have all the information about our project. And as you know, for many of us, it's an incredible project. And those of you who follow us on social media, you know that we're moving forward and never stop. And I would like to see in our company happy faces. You know, many people who reached out to us from the Russian community, and thank you very much for that, because I see those people who want to work with our project, inside our project. You need to get in touch with EvoScent administrators, people who would like to develop EvoScent business and dedicate 100% of their time, and then become ambassadors of this product and become part of the council that will be founded in EvoScent company. It's going to be a new platform, a new business, part of our company. What for? In order to increase the registrations, in order for our company to grow, for Evorich to grow. Because we are going to use our perfume inside our company, and we're going to share that with others. And those of you who know me, but I think that some of you might know me already, but if you don't, let me tell you that you are in a company that has lots of offers for you. And any product that is part of our ecosystem is an amazing product, because every product has its own history, its own motive, and it is a wonderful business that helps us develop new economic evolution of the world. My name is Jose Manuel, and I can say that I'm an active person inside our company, for our company to continuously develop, and I'm doing my best for that. And I would like to support all those people who understand that it is your business, this is your personal development, and you can develop here. EvoScent will give you quite a lot of opportunities for that, for you to turn into a free, financially independent person. And I can see it clearly. You must have seen lots of people who can't get there. And also you might have seen that Galina, Ramon, Sergio, and I hold regular meetings. We make agreements with suppliers and producers. And I'm sure that in a couple of years, we will be on top of everything. And did it thanks to you. And I can tell you that we are very close to the point when everyone will be able to enjoy this product. I can see that we have both 1s and 5s, and I guess some of you might not know it, but we will tell you how this project developed and is going to develop inside our community. Here, today you will meet an artist, the creator, Ramon Bejar, And I can even suggest you Google up his story, and you will find quite a lot of articles from magazines and newspapers, and we'll get quite a lot of interesting information. And I'm sure you like it. And you will be able to immerse into this art that this person is related to. He's a hard worker, he has lots of experience. You can't even imagine how much knowledge he has. This is a person who created quite a lot of projects and businesses. Oh, pardon, не туда. And very soon you will get a course, an absolutely free course given by Ramon Bejar, and you will see what the world of perfumery is the fashion world. And we're not going to just develop perfumes. We will develop and produce other fashion products, and I'm sure that the company is going to be very proud using those products. And it is here that, thanks to the network marketing, we will make our company bigger, so that your team and structure will grow too. And for every day, for you to have it easier and easier, develop your team. And you can do it with our product, EvoScent product. And you can see it's a physical product, it's something tangible. And it is here that we will help people receive knowledge about finance, about the technologies represented in our Evorich community. And let's take a look at June and July. This is where we signed our contract for the development of the brand, which got its name, EvoScent. And to create a brand, you need to register the patent and then protect that brand. And this is what we did in June, all the way through July. And of course, it was quite a lot of development work that we did with Ramon's help. And 4 months later, we're now able to enjoy the fruit of his labor. And here in Dubai, we founded a company, and all of you who will come to our event will be the first to get their hands on this gift. And in a couple of minutes, I will show you what kind of gift I'm talking about. We organized the company, we founded the company, we launched the psychological test to identify the smelling preferences of our community. We also work in social media. And the most active of you will be able to see what happens in the social media and what we're going to do there. It is here that our designers group is working, and it will be also an instrument of our partners, an instrument that each of you can use in order to correctly represent business and EvoScent project. And every business, every project has its own why, and EvoScent also has its own why, its senses. And every component is very important, starting from the colors of the boxes and fragrances themselves. So at EvoScent.com, you can find the psychological test, which at first was obligatory. Why? For us to be able to develop and create those fragrances, because this is a test thanks to which Ramon and his team were able to determine the preferences of the entire Evorich community. This test is still up and running and will always be so, because we want to know what our community wants. our company wants. That's why this test will always be up and running. Then we created the 8 formulas for us to be ready by October to have the box, the collection of samples. And this box will be like a book, like a guideline for our partners. It's like a mini shop. And we can see here that EvoScent becomes a source of income. You can promote EvoScent and make money off it. And on the 19th of October at Eventy, at the presentation of our product, you will be able to order this box of samples to any part of our planet. And all countries are included in the list. You can order this box of samples from any city, from any country, small or big, and it will happen very soon. And we worked real hard and fast on the products to make sure that all the leaders who come to Eventy in Dubai, so that they would be the first to try and feel the smell, so that everyone would enjoy it. And then you can order that box, and it will take 2 weeks for it to come to you. Then in November, December, February, it will be November, December, January will be the months of the development and the months for you to involve as many people as possible who will become part of the EvoScent development team, as Galina said. And I would like to reiterate, get in touch with the EvoScent team if you want to become part of it, if you would like to contribute to the development of the project. In your own countries, it is another opportunity also to become an ambassador of this project, for you to develop your business in your country, in your city, and for you to become a leader of this project. And alongside such creators, artists as Ramon and Sergio, you'll be able to move forward and develop. It's going to be an online brand represented by the exclusive products. Is going to be available only for Evorich partners. So I'm talking about all those people who will join our company thanks to EvoScent. And as you can see, the companies that the team that worked on EvoScent worked really hard, and we can already see the feedback. We can see already some tangible results. As I said, we work with incredible people. And Ramon Bejar is a person who have been working in this exclusive business for 40 years. And Ramon also worked with people who develop such luxurious products across the entire world. And now a person who has such much experience as Ramon works with us, and we are part of the same company. And Ramon will be talking to those people about our product and our brand, EvoScent. I would like it to be included to become top 10 of the most recognizable brands in the world. And we're not going to limit ourselves only with perfumery. We will be creating accessories as well, so that each one of us would be able to use those accessories every day. And let's take a look at the box of samples that every partner can obtain. It's like a small book, you see, something that you can carry along and show to everyone who is willing to see. And that's something you can develop, promote. And this is the gift that our CEO wanted to give us for our partners to be able to get the feel of them. And it will be available in October this month. You can go online and order it for free. The only thing you have to pay for is the delivery. You will see all the prices there, how much it costs to deliver one box or several boxes, and then you will also see the prices of the full bottles, the proper bottles, and it will always be implemented through the crowdfunding mechanism, the 75 milliliter bottles, and you can save 50% on the total cost. And you will all know about it at our presentation on the 19th of October. Again, you can get a 50% discount on the crowdfunding platform. And I think it is great. I will be doing this business for sure and distributing it wholesale. I know there are people that will work harder than others. And for such people, a special strategy will be created so that people would be able to save money when they present this promote this product. It will be both a wholesale and retail. For example, a promoter of our company will be able to order wholesale and then sell it retail and save quite a lot of money. As I said, almost 50% of the total price of bottles and packaging. Packaging is given for free, and I know that we'll be using even more packages both for the samples and 75 milliliter bottles. And before I introduce the next speaker, I would like to tell you that you will receive also paper bags like on the slide, and decide whether you want to select them for yourselves or for your partners. We received a day ago this that I'm showing you right now. The partners will receive those packages in a special bubble wrap, in order to keep the integrity of your box. So what else can you see here is this box like this. It's a wonderful color, nice to touch, engraved lettering in gold, very incredible tactile sensations, and all the legal information is on the back side of it. Everything that is about our project is on the reverse side of the packaging. See how it looks like. When you open it, this book, you can see the explanation and the description, the full description of our product. Also, you can see a flyer, and I want you to take a look at our small samples here. This is the final format from the 1st to the 8th fragrance. Every fragrance, every bottle is filled with incredible smell, and this is like your paper assistant. There is another very interesting detail which explains every step of the process of the creation of our product. You can see the description of each of the fragrance, and you can see on the reverse side of the flyer how you can get the same fragrance 75 milliliters bottle. This is high quality materials. And I'm not talking about the materials from which the fragrance was created, the raw materials, but the packaging as well. And I'm sure you will enjoy it 100%. And the fragrance that I enjoyed most is the Tantric. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but today I already put it on me and I did it again. And I really like it, you know. And let's go to the next slide, because I would like you to meet a person who is the best person to give the description of those products. And before I give the floor to that person, take a look at the work team, the team that worked on the development of EvoScent. It was at Ramon's home, at the production facilities, where we monitored all the necessary materials. Everything was worked from the small team, and I'm very happy with the work that we were able to implement in 4 months. And today this box, this fragrance can be touched and used. On the 19th of October, leaders who made the decision to come to Dubai will be the first to feel this fragrance and put it on them. And you will be able to get this box of samples too, before we launch the crowdfunding process. Let's go to the next slide. And I cannot really make you smell this fragrance, but you know, the way our team Sergio describes it, people really feel it, smell it, just hearing the description. Let's go to the next slide, please. Sergio Mateo is a professional actor. And by the way, you can Google up his name, first name and last name. He's a person who will teach us how to correctly present this product. And not only this product, any product, because what matters is how you present and convey the information, especially in our business, in the network marketing business. It's a business created by people and for people. And Sergio Mateo is quite an achiever, but I would like him to tell you about himself. He's a very famous person, and I'm sure you will see him on numerous occasions. He's yet another addition to our team who worked on the development of this project and the creation of this project. So Sergio, if you are with us, if you connected, I would like to give the floor to you and give the chance to our partners to hear you out and meet you, because I know that we have quite a lot of people listening right now. Hello, dear friends. I hope that you can hear me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what to say, because I know that we are broadcasting to quite a lot of countries in different time zones. So let me tell you, good time of the day. Okay. Although Jose Manuel introduced me already, I can tell you that I don't really have a lot of experience of broadcasting live, because as an actor, I always needed audience. And here I will have to imagine the audience, use my imagination. And gradually, yes, I'm learning how to work online as well. And when I imagine my audience, I imagine it in all the countries of the world, like Spain, India, Latin America. And I have to teach myself how to speak online, which is different from how you speak in a theater or on set. And the first question is why you see an actor in front of you. And the answer is that I guess this is my destiny. This is how the stars wanted it. I always did what I wanted in my career. I worked in cinema. I worked in theater, on TV, as an actor, as a script writer. And as you can see, my profession is not always an independent profession because cinema consists of a lot of players, like actors, producers, directors, audience as well. But yet it's a very positive, very interesting industry, filmmaking industry. And you know, age is not a big help here. And for me, it was always important to be independent and free, and to continue being free and independent economically as well. I thought it would be good to find yet another sector that would excite me in the same way, something that would help me do something with passion. And yes, eventually I met a fantastic person, Ramon Bejar. I met him in the Academy of Private Investor. He wrote to me like, Sergi, I have a product that will change your life. And he gave me information, and I studied everything there is to study about it. Then I met Jose Manuel, and I learned more, I grew more, I developed more, I talked to Ramon more, and gradually I started diving into the world of perfumery, which, by the way, I always enjoyed doing. And I remember I was always on the lookout for my own perfume, for something that would be my favorite perfume. I remember I always went to the same place in Barcelona, Paseo de Gracia, and I couldn't choose the correct smell. The consultants were very imposing. They put one smell on you after the another, and eventually it made your head spin. And I wanted to correct Jose Manuel here. We're not offering a small box. We are offering a magnificent box with 8 samples in it. But let me tell you more about it later. It is a better way of proposing perfumery. So Ramon made me familiarize with the world of perfumery, showed me what's behind those bottles, who the suppliers are, how perfumes are created, how formulas are developed, the difference between cheap perfumes and great perfumes. Of course, essences here play a great role, but you should always be creative about it in order to make a piece of art, because good perfume can be called a piece of art. And I'm sure you agree with me. When you receive this box, it's a box of 8 pearls, 8 pieces of art. And I'm not renouncing my profession. My profession is very important to me. And as soon as I get a role that I think is worthy, I will be accepting that role. But for now, I would like to do my best in EvoScent. And as Jose Manuel said, here our partners get a huge instrument, an opportunity to receive big income, which will depend on the amount of work they put into it and the amount of time they will put into it. Therefore, I think that you should first believe in the product. But to believe in the product, you need to first learn about it. And when you know when you know it well, it will be easy for you to talk about it. Well, Ramon is an artist, creator. And since I have experience of copywriting, I decided to describe those perfumes, tried to use poetic language while writing descriptions about it, trying to find some descriptive ways to explain the smell. Of course, the best way to familiarize with the smell is to smell it, fragrance. But I tried to use literature, poetic literature, to convey the smells. And today we're going to talk about the basic elements when you will be talking to others and convincing them to buy this perfume. Well, first of all, we have to get people's interest with the box. And as Jose Manuel said, if you are not still a partner of Evorich, by becoming Evorich partner, you will have free access to the box. And when you have the box, you can start telling other people about it, your friends, relatives. So why 8? Why not 4 or 5? Well, we worked quite a lot on it, and we came up to the conclusion that 8 is the right number, because 8 has the symbolic meaning in numerology, the meaning of infinity and prosperity. And also it's quite a sufficient number to meet the needs of all of our community. Some cultures prefer one kind of smells. Another culture prefers flowery smells, light smells. We did some exhaustive research of different cultures and their smelling preferences, and created a range of smells, different yet complementary. So why would you should buy this and not something else? What is the difference of the highest collection from other perfumes? Well, first of all, they were created by the Grand Master of Perfumery, Ramon Bejar. And you will listen to him today. You will see it yourselves. Moreover, it's a very personalized perfume. And we named this collection as the highest collection because it has the highest potential. It is the collection of fragrances that was conceived inside the mind and bottled using the alchemy of love. So what I mean here is that it is something artistic, like the creation of any perfume, but at the same time, it has a tangible effect, because after all, perfume is the combination of formulas that set the objective of creating a nice impression. And they have been created giving tribute to the current fashion as well, based on what they tell us from TV, in mass media, in social, in perfumery ads, and so on. And with this approach in mind to creativity, we tried to go to another universe where our smell would create a limitless number of associations and help us achieve a new lifestyle. And we came up with 8 fragrances that were put together under the brand of exclusivity, and they are long-lasting perfumes. They have the highest concentration of volatile concentrate, which is usually 15%. In our case, it's 30% of essences. And every color, every figure is not chosen by choice. It's a thoroughly developed concept, an idea related to the philosophy of our community, Evorich. And the idea with the samples, in addition to be the most generous gift of the CEO of Evorich, is also an opportunity for you to, try each fragrance at your convenience without haste, so that you wouldn't be overwhelmed by an avalanche of different smells. And now let's analyze each of them individually. Why they're called like this, what they consist of, what is the leading essence in them, because we're going to talk about the pyramid of aromas. Ramon prefers the concept of a sphere, as if we're talking about a celestial body with the core, the surface, and the atmosphere. And we're talking about the horizontal revelation and not vertical, although every perfume has several layers that reveal themselves one by one. The upper notes include the most volatile light products that are first to dissipate in the air. The heart of the perfume is where the main components are, and then you get to the base notes and the most intense and deepest smells, like resins, some leathery wooden notes that take more time to dissipate. And when people receive our collection, they will tell you, I like this less, I like this more. And I beg you, give time for every fragrance to reveal itself. Like a good wine, it has to breathe. As soon as you put it, of course, the fragrance is not the way it should be. It's a little bit distorted, but over time you will smell the real smell of it. I remember how Ramon was on the lookout for those 8 essences, and it was not easy because the number of combinations is limitless. And I remember I was helping him, but I put only 1 fragrance a day. And eventually I came to love all of them. I dedicated 1 day to 1 fragrance, the second day to another fragrance. And I recommend you do the same. And do the same for your clients. That's how they will fall in love with all the fragrances, and they will realize that it's a complementary collection where every fragrance complements the other one. And you'll see that it's part of you, and you will familiarize better with each aroma, with each fragrance. Let's go to the first number. Or for variety's sake, let's start from the 8th level, because I don't like when it's all the same. Okay, then we won't be able to go slide by slide. Okay, then let's follow the rules of Evorich and go from number 1. Okay, Evorich is number 1. This is our basic smell. Here, Evorich pushes us to surpass our limits, a fragrancy that, despite its indisputable and exquisite traditional formulation, notes of the fougère olfactory family is at the same time brave, cheerful, and modern. It is quite a Western European tradition. It's cheery, cheerful, a heart of mass, tonka beans, and amber, set with lavender and incense, manifests itself through black pepper, mint, and bergamot. All this gives off an atmosphere that inspires security and personality. Greatness is number 2. So its name defines the greatness of this perfume. With a heart of roses, geranium, and peach, a base of musk and amber, with top notes of davana and bergamot, all magnificently dressed with the natural essence of tuberose. The result achieves one of the most exquisite and elegant perfumes based on the serene and spiritual energy of the powerful tuberose flower. It's one of the most exquisite and elegant perfumes. It's based on the spiritual energy of, I repeat, tuberose flower. And now let's go to the perfume that Jose Manuel loved most, tantric. It's not only about sex, but it's very sexy, very intimate, very private. It arouses our sensuality. It makes us feel free without boundaries, and it's a limitless experience. It's a combination, symphony of fruit, flowery, wood notes, and those notes identify the characteristics of this sensual, powerful fragrance. It opens the wonderful fertility of our planet with the center of cedar and muskwood based in peony, white jasmine, roses, and iris, explodes with tamarind, grapefruit, mango. Our limitless sensuality comes into communion with everything, with the entire world. Paradigm, number 4. Paradigma. Not everything is what it seems. There are always things that creates a first impression and something that we don't see. We're there, yet we're not there. We are present and not present. All of it together. It's the passion to know yourself, to be recognized. From a millenary fragrance with contemporary shades, the paradigm of a new olfactory experience is born. Ambergris, lambadum, absolute, and benzoin resin becomes the core of this perfume, which wrapped in styrax and violet with an atmosphere of ambretta and aniseed oils, lead us on a pilgrimage to our origin and destination. Let's go to number 5. The 5th element is called. The 5th element is an ether, something that is not that we do not commonly meet in our everyday life. It's ephemeral, yet it's a part of our life. It's something that you can feel. It's the experience of life. This fragrance, beyond any parameter, is a unique creation inspired by the magic and invisibility of the ether. From its core of white amber and cedar wood flows a magma of black pepper, incense, and clouds of smoke that reveals itself through a powerful metallic notes combined with the subtlety of the fruits of the garden of Hesperides, a perfume that brings us closer to the limits of the unknown. Six, basalt. Basalt, as you know, is one of our projects in the investment portfolio. In depth, a form is born. Liquid substance becomes solid. Just as the columns of fire turn into stone, the materials that make up this perfume soak our skin with strength and warmth, with a background of ambergris, patchouli, and leather notes. A heart of incense, thyme, and cedar emerges to manifest itself through saffron, bergamot, and cardamom. An intense fragrance that shrouds us in an aura of deep mystery. Dynamic gold is number 7. Gold is one of the important investment areas of Evorich, and we chose this title to give some movement to this metal that is beautiful in itself, because if gold doesn't move, we need to make it move, add some dynamism to it, and it gives us the sensation of elevation, and it will give you the sensation of triumph. The olfactory frequency of gold could be imagined in the dynamism of this aquatic, green, and aromatic perfume that generates clouds of mandarin, bergamot, and rhubarb, releases drops of roses and lotus flower, and reveals a secret heart of fig tree and musk, an expansion of aromas that dazzles us with its golden light. And finally, wealthy spirit, number 8, our greatest goal in our magnificent community. Number 8 means riches, prosperity, material and spiritual. We can turn into beings that is impossible to conquer. The spirit of wealth can only be accompanied by the most luxurious and valuable materials that nature offers us, only accessible to a very knowledgeable elite. The core of vetiver and musk, surrounded by white jasmine, ylang ylang oil, and violet with a flash of bergamot, and iris absolute open the doors of true wealth. The depths of majesty of the dry note of it evokes opulence and prosperity. There will be more fragrances in future. For now, we have those 8. And now I'd like to give the floor to the artist and the creator of those 8 perfumes. I'm the happy student of the maestro. And I would like to give the floor to Ramon Bejar for you to listen to him, not just because he is a perfumer, but also listen to the philosophy that accompanies his art. Hello, everyone. Hello. I would like to greet you all. I see the light that you all irradiate, because after all, we are all creatures who came into this world to enjoy and shine. I think that we can understand what Evorich and what EvoScent are. And no matter how absurd it may sound, Evorich is the most natural and simple thing that you can meet. It's a natural development of events. We need to leave behind the old-fashioned economic philosophy and move on to the new world. I, for example, am not have not fallen victim to the well-established marketing trends and standards that dictate our path. But sometimes all those standards can be limiting to our dreams. And I always advocated for the absolute freedom of my being, of my thoughts, my emotions, my senses. And perfume is a huge world of its own, as big as our entire planet. It's the space for us to live in. And it's a totally new dimension waiting to be discovered. And using the EvoScent perfumes that we put so much love in that you can't even imagine. And we enjoyed every second of it. And we created those perfumes in a wonderful place. Beautiful is born in beautiful. Holy is born in holy. And it's all in us. We just have to put it together. We need to catch the volatility, this alchemic volatility, and give it physical form. And that's how the box of 8 samples was created. I wouldn't call them samples. I would call them imperial ambassadors. The ambassadors of our empire of senses that will allow you to enjoy all of them without hurrying, not en passant, like the French people say, but you have the entire infinity to enjoy each and every one of them, because all those moments eventually become infinity when perfume becomes a wonderful landscape painting the interior and the exterior of our life. You can't even imagine how strictly we were all raised, how we were put into limited frameworks, and which prevented us from enjoying life to its full. And for me, everything has meaning. Even specks of dust are like archangels floating in the air. Our thoughts are spacecraft traveling in the outer space, carrying our thoughts, and let alone our hearts. The heart is the multiphotonic creation. It's just more than a simple organ. Let's enjoy all of it. This collection, EvoScent, has been created from the bottom of the heart, minds, the sense of presence, and to be shared. It's intended to be shared with everyone else. I can say that I'm lucky. I was always a very passionate, lively person. I always tried towards independence. I used to be millionaire several times. I lost my millions. I tried different avatars in my life. And I already crossed the limit, the threshold of 60 years. And I still have an immense desire to learn. And when I met Evorich, I was stricken to the very heart, the new economic evolution in the world. I don't know whether you follow the news or not. They're all talking about the crisis, the pandemic, other things. And what I recommend is turn off your TV, or better throw it out, because only we should be the criteria of our own life. We should determine our circumstances. We as an Evorich community that will very soon learn how to affect the entire world. How we're going to do it? By being present with justice, freedom, and love. You will ask me, you're saying all of it just to sell perfumes? No, it's for you to have the necessary psychological, spiritual qualities to attract into your life people who might have fallen asleep, to wake them up and to show them one more wonderful instrument. And we want this business to create wealth and prosperity for all members of this community. After perfumes, you see pens, sharpeners, paper. All of it is for me to draw new projects that will go after perfumes, cosmetics, belts, handbags, a shawl, ties. But should we repeat what has already been created before and it is kept alive with advertising? No, we will create our own luxury. If it's a handbag, it will be a high-tech handbag from high-quality materials, from something incredible. It can be a high-tech thread, fiber, or maybe it can be spider web. You know, they said that spider web is even stronger than steel. Of course, we're not going to use like real spiders, exploiting spiders. No, we will create synthetic spider web. Maybe we will create a handbag that can be inherited by your children or grandchildren. You might say it cannot be commercialized, and I say yes, it can. It will be cheaper, and we have millions and millions of people, and everyone has its own taste. You know, it takes all kinds of tastes to make the world, and maybe you would like to have a high-tech belt that you won't have to take off before the metal detector in the airport. We're all fed up with it, I think. And probably it's going to be some kind of a shawl from some unbreakable, incredibly resistant fiber, material, fabric. And I would like all of us to dream and imagine things unimaginable, for you to be co-creators in future. Those 8 perfumes, some of them might not be to your liking, others will, but all of them are complementary. They complement each other, and they can be used together. And when you develop your olfactory knowledge, you will be able to create your own unique perfume that nobody else will have. It's going to be EvoScent or Evorich, Tantric, the 5th element. And by the way, those names all have meaning. They are related to meaningful numbers and colors and fragrances that are closely related to the number, color, and name, because that is how we want to express. And I'm immensely grateful to all of the compliments, for all the kind words said by my colleagues and the previous speakers, Sergi, Jose Manuel Galina. I'm immensely grateful for the assistance in the creation of the design to my friend Giorgio Masso, who helped me quite a lot, because we can fantasize as much as we want, but sometimes it becomes very difficult for us to give it the physical shape, work with 3D modeling. We can draw things, things up, and we need people who can give physical shape to it. We will create a big business, big company, if we keep on dreaming. Thank you very much. And I would like to give the floor back to our friends for them to wrap it up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for such an incredible presentation, as always. And together with the team, I'm developing this project, but every time I'm listening to Ramon, every time I hear how he presents, how Sergi presents the perfumes, and how Jose Manuel does it, he lives by it. We're all part of this project. Let's go to the next slide, please. And I also wanted to add that all those members who are registered in Evorich, as Sergio already said, will have a wonderful opportunity to receive this box for free. And the opportunity will present itself at Eventi on the 19th. All who register will be able to get it for free. All you'll have to do is to pay for the delivery, shipment. And I think it's a very good opportunity. Those of you who haven't registered yet, you can register. You can fill in the form, buy the box, and build your business from scratch. People who say that you don't have work, there's different times, everything has changed, and you need to change. Well, this is your opportunity to work online, to work without being dependent on anyone, on a boss who will tell you when to come to work, when you can see who will tell you when you can see your family, when you can take your leave. You'll be a boss of your own, and the world is changing. And if we know in which direction the world will change for us, and just imagine you haven't received this box, have received this box, or bought the perfume 75 milliliters, and you liked it quite a lot. You use it, you go to a meeting, you meet a girl or a boy, or just meet your friends, and they tell you, wow, I would like to have perfume like this. And you tell them, no problem, come to my house, or let's go have a cup of coffee, and I'll tell you how to buy it. Or just give them the registration link of your page through which they can get registered and can purchase the perfume 75 milliliters. You will be getting 8% under the marketing plan. In the future, when you purchase different products from EvoScent, you will be receiving discounts because you're a participant of Evorich, you're a member of our community project. And when people will be buying it from outside, they won't have the same privileges. Only you who are registered in Evorich, you will be making money, you will be receiving discounts. And when we do all the work that will allow us to register this product on blockchain, we will issue our own token. Then every person who will be paying for EvoScent products will be making money on the increased value of the token, because we are all going to be co-owners of the token. And at the end of the month, we will also be receiving from 8 to 35% of profit bonus, which is our dividends. It's the part of the profits of EvoScent. And this is a physical product. And you know that many companies right now work with perfumes, with cosmetics, but we do not only have perfumes, we'll have lots of different products. And don't forget that we have a loyalty program, which is 10% of the total turnover of the company. And you will be receiving it as well. And those people who want to work with us, develop this product, can become the ambassadors of the product and receive percentage from the country level turnover and many, many other things. So guys, this is your window of opportunity. Come to Eventi. If you haven't yet purchased the invitation, please do so. Very few invitation letters left. Those of you who will visit Eventi 2021 in Dubai this year will get this box of samples, as Jose Manuel showed, absolutely for free. I think it's a very good gift, but this is not the only gift. We have lots of new products that we're going to show at Eventi. Let's go to the next slide, please. We're going to have 4 new products, EvoScent and 3 more. But I'm not going to tell you which ones because you have to be there. If you're not there, then your leaders will share that information with you, your ambassadors. So follow their social media, our social media. I see people asking whether we have our marketing plan. Yes, EvoScent has the same marketing plan as Evorich. And when we launch the sales, many people will already enjoy big discounts at the initial stage. You'll be able also to buy the products wholesale. The next webinar will be held on the 13th of October. I would like to show you, on that day, we'll show you the work that we have done so far from today until the 13th. Come and join, and we will be giving you new information. Bring along new people. Don't miss our webinars. Let's go to the next slide. And this is it. I thought maybe I had something else in store for you, because when I start talking about EvoScent, Evorich, the new economic evolution of the world, I'm ready to talk. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this webinar. We will see you on the 13th of October, and probably some of you will see you at Eventi. I would like to see you all, hug you all, and build a new economic evolution of the world together. Bye-bye.